Hi, this is Born in 62, I'm Henrik Jyrs. You'll have to forgive me if you get a cough or two during this video because I've just been down with a vicious man flu for the last week or so. So this is the first workout I'm going to do after almost a week in bed with fever and runny nose and all that. So, well, it could be better. But let's get on to the subject of today, which is the back shrug. The back shrug is directed at the lower part of your trapezius. If you do normal shrugs, either with dumbbells or with a barbell, I've talked about that before, you'll attack the upper part of the trapezius, the one that is visible from the front that goes up here. For looks, you don't want to raise up the trapezius too much because then your shoulders will look like a bottle. You'll be a shape like this. So a little bit of trapezius here, but most of it on the back here. On the drawing you can see by pulling your shoulders more back than up, you will attack the middle part of the trapezius, giving you good shoulder stability but also a good look of being strong and Herculean. But how to attack the lower part of the trapezius? It reaches down almost to your lower back. And a lot of people don't have very good lower trapezius development. Also, a lot of people don't have the right movement pattern for rows. And we'll address both of these issues with the same exercise, the back shrug. The back shrug is meant to attack this part of the trapezius and your inner back. There are more smaller muscles beneath the trapezius, but you can't really see them, but they'll assist you in this lift. What is wrong with the rows of a lot of people, including myself in the past, was that when you're first taught how to do rows, you are taught to let your lats do the pulling. Your arms should merely be hooks that hold the weight, but it's your lats that should pull in the row. And that is right. You shouldn't use your arms more than just to hold on to the weight. But what you should have been told was that the lifts start with the lower part of the trapezius and the inner back contracting, pulling your lats back, and then your lats take over the action. So first off, you should have a small movement like this, pulling your lats back, and then your lats should do the rest of the contraction. Years back, I saw a piece in a magazine where Rich Kaspari was talking about doing this exercise. He would be lying prone on a very high bench holding two dumbbells, and I tried it out. The exercise was good, but lying prone on a bench with dumbbells in your hands is not very comfortable. You have this pressure against your chest, you have a hard time breathing, and it's kind of awkward to get into the position while holding on to two heavy dumbbells. So I gave it up. Years later I realized you don't need a bench. You can just assume the same position as when you do rows, meaning you bend your legs, you bend your hips, and you have a flat back, and then you have the two dumbbells. So I'll show you in seconds how it's done. It's really easy, but remember, first time you do it, don't let people interfere with you. People will come over and say to you, you're not doing your rows correct, but you're not doing rows, you're doing shrugs. So try to hit an hour in the gym where there's not too many experts running around telling you what to do. And then use light dumbbells because you want that mind-muscle connection. You want to feel your lower trapezius do the work. You don't want your lats to take over, and you don't want to do full rows because then you will not have that mind-muscle connection. If you do it once, twice, maybe 3 times a week for a couple of weeks, you'll be amazed how quickly you can get that connection to your lower trapezius and how quickly you can move on to heavier weights and do some really good shrugs. And if you do this exercise once a week, twice a week for a couple of months, you will see that your rows will improve, you will be stronger and be able to do much better rows. And you will also see that your lower trapezius begins to develop, and you can see the shape of it there in the middle of your back. But let's look at it before I run out of air and start coughing again. Just like when you're doing barbell rows or any other kind of rowing exercise. Down in your knees, bend in your hips, and try to keep your lower back as flat as possible. It shouldn't be arched upward, it should just be flat. And you should kind of hold it there. So, getting the weight, I'll go lower in my knees and come up like this. And then it's just a shrug. And that was it. Hi.